Online gambling has exploded in Indonesia, casting a shadow over the nation's social and economic landscape. The year 2023 witnessed a staggering Rp 327 trillion flooding through online gambling platforms. This equates to 168 million individual transactions. The sheer volume of money involved points to a deeply entrenched problem. This surge in online gambling activity is a cause for serious concern. Indonesian authorities are grappling with the implications of this illicit industry. The social fabric of the nation is threatened by the addictive nature of gambling. Individual financial ruin is a common consequence, often spilling over to impact families and communities. The accessibility of online platforms exacerbates these risks, drawing in demographics previously untouched by traditional gambling. The Indonesian government is not standing idly by. Efforts to combat this growing crisis are underway. Law enforcement agencies are actively pursuing and shutting down illegal gambling operations. Public awareness campaigns are crucial to educate the population about the dangers of online gambling. International collaboration is also vital to effectively tackle this transnational issue. The fight against online gambling in Indonesia is a complex one. It requires a multi-pronged approach involving government agencies, law enforcement, and civil society. Only through a concerted effort can Indonesia hope to curb the growth of this harmful industry and protect its citizens from its devastating consequences. Who are the individuals fueling this online gambling surge? A staggering 3,295,310 Indonesians participated in online gambling in 2023. This diverse group is united by their engagement in these illicit platforms. Understanding their motivations and behaviors is key to combating the problem. Alarmingly, a significant portion of these online gamblers come from low-income backgrounds. The allure of quick riches proves irresistible to individuals struggling to make ends meet. This demographic is particularly vulnerable to the financial ruin that often accompanies gambling addiction. The dream of escaping poverty often leads to deeper financial despair. The typical Indonesian online gambler is male and between the ages of 20 and 30. This demographic, often tech-savvy and exposed to online trends, is easily targeted by sophisticated online gambling platforms. The platforms employ aggressive marketing tactics and offer enticing bonuses to lure new users. The ease of access and anonymity provided by the internet further contribute to their vulnerability. Even more concerning is the growing participation of children in online gambling. With minimal oversight and age verification mechanisms, children are able to access these platforms with ease. This early exposure to gambling can have devastating consequences, potentially leading to lifelong addiction and social problems. Protecting children from the harms of online gambling must be a top priority. Illegal online gambling operations in Indonesia employ sophisticated methods to evade detection and move illicit funds. Understanding these tactics is crucial for law enforcement agencies to effectively combat this growing problem. One common practice is the use of third-party accounts for receiving and transferring gambling proceeds. These third-party accounts, often belonging to unsuspecting individuals, add a layer of anonymity to the operation. This makes it more difficult for authorities to trace the money trail back to the actual gambling operators. Another tactic used is the establishment of shell companies. These companies exist solely on paper and serve no legitimate business purpose. Shell companies are used to funnel gambling profits out of the country, making it appear as legitimate business transactions. This complex web of financial transactions makes it extremely challenging for law enforcement to track the money and hold the perpetrators accountable. The use of cryptocurrencies further complicates matters. The decentralized and anonymous nature of cryptocurrencies makes them an attractive option for illegal gambling operators. Crypto transactions are difficult to trace, adding another layer of complexity to the fight against online gambling. Combating these sophisticated tactics requires a multi-pronged approach. The Indonesian government is aware of the threats posed by online gambling. Efforts to combat this issue are underway. Authorities have frozen thousands of accounts. In 2023, they froze accounts containing Rp 167.68 billion. The Ministry of Communication and Information Technology blocks access to gambling websites. In September 2023, they blocked over 60,000 gambling sites. This disrupts operations and limits their reach. Constant vigilance and innovative solutions are needed. A dedicated tax on online gambling revenue could generate significant funds. These funds could support programs to mitigate gambling addiction. This approach, while controversial, could generate significant funds for the government. These funds could then be allocated to programs aimed at mitigating the negative social and economic consequences of gambling addiction.